Hello again, dear friends. I have some good news. Old Dragon Man seems to be a lot better today. Although he doesn't really want to eat, we are still plying him with liquid, and I just gave him some toast. So hopefully within a day or two, he will be his usual self. And thank you so much for your blessings and good wishes. Okay, folks, I'm tired and I'm worried. But that is only me and my personal circumstances. When it comes to the rest of the world, I am just fed up. As a parent and grandparent, it is normal to be tired and worried sometimes. But to reach a point where you want to physically shut someone up is not normal. At least not for me, it's not. Although I, like many others, have started to experience a growing irritation with Meghan Markle, there are times when her behavior is so vile that mild irritation turns to anger. And this was indeed the case as I saw the first leaking headlines with regards to Meghan Markle and the death of Prince Philip. Of course, as expected, there was the headline stating that Meghan would have loved to support her husband at the funeral, but that her mother Doria would not let her go due to her pregnancy, as Doria is so very protective of Meghan. Yes, folks, so very protective of her daughter that she could not be bothered to spend time with her daughter when she was feeling suicidal. But of course, we all knew that Meghan had to come up with some story, as the original one of her doctor advising her to travel just did not sit well, did it? I mean, this would be the same doctor who would think it is okay for her to have a home birth, wouldn't it? Her second and most laughable excuse is, of course, that she did not want to go to the funeral because she did not want to be the center of attention, according to friends. And yes, guys and girls, I'm not naive, or I am, but not that naive. And I, like the rest of you, know that these so-called friends have names all starting with the letter M. Me gain, me again, Megabot, Megatron, you know, those ones. Anyway, is this woman insane? Who in their right mind would even think of competing with a 99-year-old man in a coffin draped with his beloved country's flag and whose wife is the Queen of England? Does she really think anyone cares whether she's at the funeral or not? Well, actually, we do care. We do not want her there dishonoring this great man's legacy. Anyway, she then apparently said that she shared a close bond with Prince Philip, and it was this that nearly had me gagging. But instead of gagging, I got angry. Does Rachel even know what it means to have a close bond with someone? Well, obviously not. A close bond means knowing someone well, sometimes almost as well as they know themselves. It means sharing interests. It means loving each other through good times and bad. It means spending time together and wanting to spend time together. So how well did Meghan know Prince Philip? Not well at all. How could she, when only having spent a few days of her life with him? Oh, and when it comes to wanting to spend time together, I think I distinctly remember them not wanting to go to Balmoral, but going to Ibiza and the south of France instead, and not wanting to spend Christmas at Sandringham, but going to Canada instead. And interests? What interests did she share with Prince Philip? The military? Highly unlikely. Sport? Doubtful. I don't think so. Prince Philip also had no interest in celebrity either. But let us explain the concept of a bond and mutual liking or respect to Meghan Markle in a series of pictures of Catherine and the Duke of Edinburgh. Even though it's clear that he liked Catherine and she took delight in his company, we still cannot even say that they shared a close bond. But whatever the relationship was, it was a million times closer than whatever Meghan imagined her relationship with the Duke to be. It is time Meghan Markle stops lying and stop lying in public in particular, because instead of invoking feelings of mild irritation, we are now experiencing feelings of anger and resentment towards the woman, as she is now overstepping any and every boundary known to man. And I don't know about you, but it is making me sick. Can Doria please tell her daughter to shut up, as every second word out of her mouth is a lie, and we are sick of it. If this lying woman of LA is not sent to an asylum soon, I'm sure there'll be a number of us landing in asylums ourselves, because she is driving us mad. So let us have a look at what we do know about Duchess Catherine's relationship with Prince Philip and the Queen. Through the years, it is believed that Catherine has developed a meaningful relationship with Prince Philip, and according to royal author Ingrid Seward, it's widely known that Prince Philip likes her, meaning Catherine. According to Seward, Prince Philip still believed in old-fashioned tradition and values its sense of duty above all else. It was Prince Philip's love of the old-fashioned classic institution of the monarchy which reaffirmed his love for the Duchess of Cambridge, who herself embodied a lot of the same values through the years. Another royal author, Tom Quinn, said of Catherine that she is very calm and rational, something which is absolutely key to being happy while also a member of the royal family, and that it is these qualities which endeared Catherine to both Prince Philip and the Queen. Although Prince Philip had his reservations about Catherine right in the beginning, it became increasingly clear over the years that they had become close. Whenever they stepped out in public, Catherine and the Duke of Edinburgh had some pleasant words to share. They were often seen in private conversation and even sharing a few laughs together. Prince Philip also took interest in William and Catherine's children and would visit them with or without the Queen, as photographs of the Duke and Prince George in one of Prince Philip's carriages proves. It is time Meghan is taught that one cannot create something out of nothing. It is time she is shown that we do not believe something just because she says it's so. It is time she realizes that her nonsense and random utterances are creating more and more damage, and not only to the royal family, but also to her. She also needs to be told that she is Rachel Meghan and can never be Diana 2.0. It was said that Diana shared a special bond with Prince Philip at one time, and that he had a lot of empathy for her, having had a mother who struggled with mental health. It is my humble opinion that there could have been a chance that Harry could have had meaningful talks with his brother and father after the funeral. But with Meghan unable to keep her mouth shut for a week, I no longer have any hope, and even if there may be some peace on the surface, I think both Meghan and Harry will just continue to look worse and worse in the eyes of the public. So, friends, let us keep Her Majesty the Queen in our thoughts this week. Although stoic and brave, I'm sure she's devastated, and I believe Andrew was sincere when he said she feels a huge void in her life. Hopefully, the newspapers will accurately gauge our feelings and stop reporting on every utterance Meghan Markle makes in the next week or two. If at all possible, just ignore her and concentrate on what is really important at the moment, namely Her Majesty the Queen and those in direct line of succession, because it's them and their behavior who will contribute to our future. Okay, my friends, this is just part of my personal feelings and how I perceive and see things. I hope you've enjoyed this narrative, and I hope to see you back here soon, where we will continue to talk about everything that is royal. I just want to remind you that the website is up and running. At the moment, there is one video for you to view on there, along with a couple of other things. The second video on the website should be up by tomorrow. I will post links as soon as it's up, but it will not affect this channel, and I shall keep my eye on the news and get back to you as soon as I can. Until then, take care of yourselves and bye.